Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Coming up in sports, we will give you the latest on the Bears' move to Arlington Heights, which was dropped Monday before the game. The statement from the mayor, pretty interesting. We're going to get to that and whether it's really real or not. You know, you think it is now by the amount of statements, but we'll get to that in sports after we play AWOL Nation. And before we get to the breaking news about Cracker Barrel, which has become our segment time for Cracker Barrel here at about 6:50. A couple follow-ups to the fact that made your brain go. U.S. students just scored the lowest marks in history in math and reading, and that goes back to 92 when they first started making this kind of test to rate where they're at in society by math and reading. We had a lot of teachers check in, the great people doing that work, and Mike, the 7th grade math teacher, checked in, made a very good point. Seniors right now missed 6th, 7th, and 8th grade with COVID. So not super prepared for high school math, and he's seen that going forward when he was a 7th grade teacher. So I forgot about that. I forgot about COVID for a minute.
Oh, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Like my nephews got their high school ruined because of that, having to stay home, and they really missed out on a lot of experiences, and I guess probably math is part of that.
Yeah, not just like homecoming, but also math.
You know, not just sneaking out of class and going to drink out by the football stadium. You know, not that stuff. Also, Carrie checked in. I work at a bank. Trust me, people need to learn math. She must have a lot of problems with people that say, I want to take out $111.
Doesn't the bank do the math for you? Why do I need to know math?
Well, I guess people are screwing up either what they're putting in when they add up. Like, let's say in the old days, before you do it digitally, because of COVID, by the way, when you started, all those apps got awesome where you could just put your check in and stuff.
It existed before COVID. You were a late adapter.
A late adapter to the app letting me take a picture of my check and enter it in?
Yes, I've never had to. I'm 26 years old. I've never had to take a physical check to the bank to cash it. I've always been able to do it online.
Have you done that, Kenzie? Have you taken a check to the bank to put it in?
No.
God, I used to love that.
You used to love that? Waiting in line?
I used to
This is awesome.
Listen, I refused direct deposit. I was the last person in this company to accept direct deposit.
We know. Because
I wanted to get my check. I wanted it in cash. They wouldn't do that, but they gave me a check so I could take it to the bank and go, here's my hard-earned money. I want to put this in the bank. And I wanted to see the look on the face of the teller, get some kind of satisfaction. Didn't happen all the time. Sometimes I would get this nice look like, nice. Nice little paycheck there.
Little walking around money. Your beak's wet.
Yeah, so I used to love taking my check to the bank. I really did.
But you didn't need to know math for that.
Well, I think the problem is people think that they should have more in their account or like they get confused. They're like, well, wait, where'd my money go? It's like, no, this is what you spent. They probably run into that issue a lot. People call all the time like, why is there only $25 in my account? It's like, okay, they didn't spend it. You did.
Money's gone. If we all went back to the cash system, we'd all know what we have. You know, we'd all know. We wouldn't just, zap our credit card at the bar or the restaurant and then all of a sudden go, wait a minute, why am I broke when the bills come at the end of the month, when the credit card bill comes? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, or you can just keep track of what you got.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Use the Rocket Money app.
You should get an endorsement for that. You swear by that app, don't you?
I don't like the amount of money that I have. I wish I had more, but Rocket Money very much keeps me in the loop on what I have and, more importantly, what I don't.
Sounds like Rocket Money goes,
Yeah, does it like zap you when you walk into certain stores?
I started wearing a shock collar. I know you thought this was a puka shell necklace. It's actually a shock collar that I've been wearing that Rocket Money put on me.
Boy,
this isn't for you.
That'd be a great idea if they could pull that off.
A human shock collar?
Yeah, every time you spend, you're near a limit.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
Well, you can spend your money at Cracker Barrel again because this is the headline. Cracker Barrel suspends redesign of its restaurants after woke logo flap. They took the old man out there who didn't have a complicated legacy with research, but we figure because of the era he lived in, he probably does.
I wouldn't ask him too many questions on his beliefs.
What was his name? Uncle
Thank you, Uncle Herschel.
Yeah, Uncle Herschel. So they put him back on the sign after losing $200 million in stock value and thought everything would be okay. It's not okay because Cracker Barrel announced on Tuesday that they're also now, this was part of the logo redo, suspending its restaurant remodels as promised. They're keeping the Old Country Store, Kenzie. We know you love that.
Thank God.
And just the vibe in general of the Old Country Store will continue through the restaurant. Now, this happened now because of backlash because the chain was forced to cut back its plans after a report in the Post reported that Cracker Barrel workers were upset with the CEO, who not only came up with this new redesign, but claimed she gutted kitchen jobs, slashed hours to avoid offering health insurance for employees, and passed off frozen microwave food as, quote, home-style cooking.
Uh-oh.
That was also part of the thing they put under the rug when they tried to kill Uncle Herschel.
And I feel like that's the thing people should be mad about, is the CEO trying to screw her employees out of healthcare, not removing
country store?
Yeah, not removing a cartoon character that you didn't know about 2 weeks ago.
I'm kind of wondering if Uncle Herschel had health care, though. Now.
Well, I don't think he's going to be able to collect retirement. I think she's trying to avoid that.
Yeah, certainly more
No
important
pension
factors.
on her watch.
So, because I think a lot of people assumed, like us, that when the logo redesign happened, redesign the restaurants, the food's still going to be carb-rich and delicious. But it sounds like they were going to cut costs there, too, with the kitchen people being taken out. You can't tell me you can make a chicken fried steak without enough people in the kitchen.
It takes a village.
I'll tell you what, their campfire menu certainly takes a village. Just when they were doing the entire roast chicken in the tinfoil, and they would drop it off at your table with all the veggie. It was unbelievable.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
good.
Keep going. Describe more of that.
But, well, that was it. But
No, keep going.
Is there more?
there was more items on that menu, but their campfire menu was fantastic. And boy, was I mad at my husband for ordering it because we were in the middle of a road trip, and it takes a long time to cook the entire chicken because they make it like to order.
Yeah.
So 40 minutes later, when the kids are like crying because they're so hungry, I'm like, what the hell?
He didn't let you get any apps?
No, we did not get apps. We didn't know it was going to take that long, but it was fresh and delicious. It was amazing.
It just took a long time.
Definitely wasn't in the microwave.
That's unfortunate. Well, listen, Cracker Barrel, I guess, is going to be all normal now again.
Thank God. Let's all rush to Cracker Barrel.
With Uncle Herschel, I don't know if they're hiring those people back from the kitchens or those plans just got scrapped.
Doesn't seem like it. I feel like a lot of people are going to go without health care now.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Hey, but you got your guy back, Brian.
Exactly.
Yeah, Herschel's there.
Don't you feel better now?
I do. I feel bad about the healthcare situation, but if Uncle Herschel's up there, all is well with the world. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, giving an update on the Bears moving to Arlington Heights in just 3.5 minutes with Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Reminder, tomorrow at this time, Ticket Blitz Thursday, Riot Fest 3-day passes starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow, and then every hour here on Q101 with Brian and Kenzie, Lauren, Brian Phillips, all the way through the whole day. You'll get those every hour. Riot Fest 3-day passes. Riot Fest is next week. Kenzie's been selling this to me in case off the air we finally decided to bring it to the air, that she could do this one job that is very difficult, maybe impossible. And despite our first-time texter checking in from 815 saying she could be a UPS driver, and Kenzie even herself thought she could not be a UPS driver.
Debunked immediately.
Debbie checked in from Des Plaines and said, I am a UPS driver. She can do it. So I've requested a ride-around with her. Kenzie, you go on a ride-around with her.
Okay. I have to try out for all these jobs now?
Yeah, you do. Kenzie's dirty jobs.
Okay.
Eric checked in from Portage Park, another first-time texter. Welcome to the party. And he said that Kenzie could be a Walmart receipt checker. You're nosy. You would love that. Mm-hmm. All the business that people are buying, that'd be a great job for you.
I'm like, that's a lot of Pepto-Bismol. Here you go. Have a nice day.
Things don't work out for you here. I think that'd be a really nice pivot.
I know.
You'd never
I give greeter energy, don't I?
Well, you never get to your car with Kenzie on your way out. Like Costco does that too. You got to look at the receipt to make sure everything you bought is there. She'd be going like, yeah, that's a lot of Pepto-Bismol. What's going on in the household? There's a better thing to do than Pepto-Bismol. Like, I just want to get to my car and leave.
It's just Kenzie trying to make a friend.
I mean, you sound like you have a cold. You should eat some spicy food. I don't see any pepper flakes in here.
All right, it's none of those
Clearing out
jobs.
the sinuses.
It is none of those jobs. Do you want to say, Kenzie, what you think you can do? You've been telling me in cases for about 3
I've
weeks.
been telling you guys in confidence, and you're like, we have to talk about this. And I do feel a little bit embarrassed, so I need everyone to be nice, okay?
I cannot make that promise.
We cannot
I just
promise
feel
that.
I feel like a little shy about it because I haven't necessarily got to do it. But I feel like I could be a medium.
A medium.
Yes.
Now, for people that don't know what a medium is, do you want to describe what a medium does?
He's just laughing at me. No.
Of course he is.
Because you asked me to be nice, but my favorite thing is being mean to you.
I know. So I feel like I could be a medium. I feel like I, can talk to the dead on people's behalf and help bridge that gap. Why are you laughing at me?
No, give her a second. Go on. Take a breath. It's okay.
Yeah.
Kenzie, I got confidence in you. You can do this.
I know.
A medium talks to the dead.
Yeah, a medium talks to the dead. That's somebody that, you try to go to connect with maybe like a past loved one or things like that. or maybe, I don't know, somebody you hate, I guess, if you want to tell them, F off, hope you're not in heaven. I mean, I don't know, whatever you want to talk to them about. But I feel like I could be a medium. I feel like I could do it.
Now, why?
I think that I hear certain things. I get vibes. I am always really connected on that. You're going to laugh at me, but so often, like every time I'm doing a video, I always see like orbs and stuff around me. Always.
Wait, when you're filming a video, you see orbs around you?
All the time. Like if like my husband's taking a video about like of me, like, like teasing me or whatever, I'm always surrounded by orbs. They're always like shooting past the screen.
I think that's astigmatism. You can get that looked at.
No, idiot. It means there's a ghost there.
Or is it moths flying around the house?
You gotta clean more.
Or John, I feel like I can sense things. Like I've brought stuff up to people before, and they're like, "I don't remember telling you that." Like I just feel like I could do this.
So this is it?
If you have to hone in and practice. Now I will say I'm not like a well-seasoned. I can't have my own TV show or something yet. Obviously.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is it inspired by the Long Island medium?
So I know her. I love her. Okay. Love her. And I just, I feel like I can do that. Now it's a skill. You get better with like your senses if you sharpen them. So I am obviously not a fully trained medium, but I feel like I can do it.
The Long Island medium, that show's on TLC, by the way. And maybe I should play a little example of what she does so people can understand what you think you could do then.
Okay.
The same thing.
Yeah, okay.
This is a part of the show where she goes into a supermarket and just runs into people and then gets a vibe, gets an orb possibly, and then
an orb. Okay.
and then can tell what's going on. She just runs into this girl at the deli counter.
I'm able to communicate with people that have died, correct? Yes.
Spirit power.
Yes. I want to talk about mother energy. I heard she missed my passing and not wanting you to feel bad or upset about that.
I was in the airport. My sister called up. She said, my mother that. But I don't attend.
Okay. It's Mom's way of saying that nothing was left unsaid and she loves you and is so proud of you. I gotta go. I'm late to meet my daughter for dinner.
Kenzie would say I'm late to meet my son, make his lunch at that point.
I got lunches to make.
I got to make Mongolian barbecue for Tristan for lunch today.
He had Mongolian beef. I told Brian.
Kenzie told me Tristan has Mongolian beef barbecue for lunch today at school. He's 11 years old.
Well, I'm having an Uncrustable later, peanut butter and jelly, so that's cool.
My oldest son's having an Uncrustable day. So now people know what she does and what you think you can do in that exact way. Does that mean you can find something out with me in case, or a listener out there right now, or you're feeling anything? Do you want to
I think I can. I know this is weird, but Brian carries a lot of energy, okay?
Oh.
I'll say.
And I do this, right? But I do this a lot, like where like images and certain things pop into my head. So like when Brian walked in today, I don't know why, but I definitely got the image of like a watch, okay? So like that came to my head today. And, that can have a lot of meaning, so we can get into that. But like,
wait, we need to get into it, though.
hold on, that's what I'm doing. So just don't interrupt.
Oh, sorry. A mean medium.
That's her show, the bitch medium.
We got it.
You make it so hard because you guys are so loud.
Zach, make a logo. Zach from Digital Department, if you're listening. Can I get a logo that says the bitch medium?
Okay. So as you guys are talking,
Come on, Kate's quiet. I want to hear what my thing is, what my vibe is
So
here.
I am honestly tasting like some blood in my throat right now.
Really?
And yes, so I'm tasting blood in my throat right now.
You should call a doctor.
And I feel like that's definitely related to a death when I taste that. And I feel like it has a young connection to it. Does that make any sense to you, Brian? But now a watch, if I'm seeing a watch, this could have meant like a long time ago that like a youthful death happened in your family or someone close to you, like Megan's family.
So not in my family, but I mentioned this past year, very sad, a friend of mine passed in his 30s, very sad and sudden. So you may be on the path here, a vibe. I was very upset about it. I still carry it every day. I think in my brain about it every day. When I come to work, I say little prayers on the drive into work, and that's one of them I say to his family. I do.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the watch has to do with that, though.
Well, I
didn't take his watch. I didn't get a watch in the will.
The watch could have been in connection with the timing of it because it recently happened in this past year. So that actually makes a lot of sense.
Shut up, Case.
Hour hand, minute hand, second hand.
Shut up. She's got something here.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, I am actually sensing the fact that he is with, family in heaven. It makes sense because you went to high school with them. So he's actually standing with your grandparents. I do feel that.
Wow.
Case is laughing at me, and it makes it so hard to do this.
I'm listening, Kenzie.
I'm in it, baby.
I think the bitch medium's real.
Now, this is... Now, did he have to, by chance, have to miss your wedding for a weird reason?
Well, a lot of people didn't get invited because it was in COVID. He did not. I had other friends that got there, 5 close friends, and he was one that didn't get to go.
Okay, because he's making a joke that he's like, I love you. Sorry about the wedding. Guess I can't make it to the next one. Like, he's giving that kind of like goofy energy. So he wasn't able to make it to your wedding because of COVID. That makes sense.
Kenzie, that's the kind of thing he said all the time. I'm not kidding.
He was really goofy. Yeah.
Well, he would say that like, hey, good luck with this marriage. The next one, I'll be at the next one. He said something not like that. He would say that.
Yeah.
Okay, stop laughing over there.
I'm shutting up. I'm listening. I'm taking all this in.
So it's actually interesting because he's being goofy. He also was hoping for your forgiveness. He feels bad because obviously such a young passing. He feels really guilty he wasn't able to be there, and of course did think that you guys would be able to reconnect, and then that didn't happen with the sudden passing. So I think his energy is around you because he was hoping for your forgiveness, and that's maybe why you felt him on your mind, because his presence has been around.
So I don't forgive him because he was a good gift giver and he didn't make the wedding, and I really wanted a gift. So I don't know am I talking to him right now?
He's present, so yeah, I can communicate that. You can go ahead and communicate it.
How about, like, in the will or something? I know it was a surprise death, but how about getting me a gift for the wedding somehow?
Hey, maybe break me off a piece. Yeah, come on, I'm walking around, buddy. Yeah, I got a kid to raise. A little gift for me would hurt. That was a Rolex sound.
Wow, Kenzie.
Yeah, he's here. He definitely wanted forgiveness. He definitely feels bad that you guys weren't able to connect again and that he missed that special moment in your life. So he does want you to know that. And he's, been hearing your prayers for him.
I think Kenzie could be a medium.
Yeah, I maybe.
You don't think so?
I didn't know that. I didn't know anything. I didn't know any of that? At the wedding or anything.
I don't think I never talked. I'll tell you this on the air. I never talked about any of that kind of stuff with Kenzie.
I don't know him.
I just had a friend pass very young in the last year. A very young guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And how would I know that he wasn't at Ryan's wedding?
I don't know. I don't know.
20
questions is a crazy thing. Yeah. Maybe you got a potential there. I don't know.
Thank you. Trust me, no one's trying to talk to Case. No one's connecting with me on him.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Head to headlines. We've narrowed down the funniest headlines of the week to 2, and you are voting on them. We'll give you the results in just a second here. First, we'll give you those headlines again. So these were the funniest headlines of the week. We narrowed it down to these 2. Headline 1, U.S. considers banning Iranian diplomats from shopping at Costco during UN meeting. Not just putting a ban on that, just considering it. That'd be great. And headline number 2 was, doctor jailed after getting his own legs amputated for sexual fetish, then making insurance claim. Well, I will say that I think people believe that the U.S. will just go ahead and ban Iranian diplomats from shopping at Costco, and they feel like that story kind of says it all in the headline, as funny as it is. I'm not sure there's too much more to the story because headline 2 won by a landslide. So let's get right into it. Headline 2 is the winner of Head to Headlines this week. Doctor jailed after getting his own legs amputated for sexual fetish, then making an insurance claim. This was a British doctor who did this, sentenced to 2.5 years behind bars for insurance fraud after claiming his legs were lost due to sepsis when he actually forced the amputations for sexual gratification.
Yes.
Why would that make it more gratifying? What does no legs do? I don't have a penis, so please explain.
Well, that's multiple things you just asked there.
If I cut your legs off, why would it make your penis feel better? What?
I'm trying to figure out how to answer that.
And I really don't know how to.
I'm never speechless, but for a minute I can't. I'm trying to process everything you just
It's
said.
our job not to be speechless, and she got us.
She got him.
Because it wouldn't make my penis feel better. If I lost
wouldn't?
my legs,
Okay.
no.
I think you're asking the question like if all of us did that, it'd be awesome for our penis.
Yeah.
And I don't think it is.
I like when women are mean to me, not when I lose my legs.
So it's a condition, and I did a little research on the side.
Brian just dusted over your kink completely.
I've never.
Because
in
I
my
know.
life- I've never in my life felt less supported.
Brian's like, anyways.
Anywho, so Kenzie.
No one else jumped in with their kink. Case is just out here kinky and alone.
Yep. Good luck with all of that, Case.
Anywho.
So this guy probably has something called body integrity identity disorder,
Okay.
which is amputation for sexual pleasure. It's a condition. This is a mental illness, most likely. But he also then probably showed that
Most likely.
he showed that he is sane in a little bit because he filed an insurance claim to get money out of the deal. So that doesn't show he's,
yeah, so he's not crazy.
yeah, he's got some foot in reality.
Wait, someone texted in and said the fetish is the amputation that makes them aroused?
Correct. Not me, or
Oh.
I don't think Case either.
No,
but
no. Again,
So
I
I
know what
thought
like.
that getting his legs off would do something that made sex feel better. I didn't realize the fetish itself was the surgery.
Yeah, I think once it's done, it's over. Like
That's a big commitment for the. All right, you start with a toe or something.
Yeah, this is why I keep my Playboys. I stop right there.
That's
I
good.
do not go further.
You don't cut your legs off.
No, never even came into my mind. So his name was Andrew Neil Hopper.
Well,
Hopper. You see, he's got no legs anymore. He's got a hop.
It's funny, you say.
Well, in the situation, it's not funny for people that didn't make this on purpose and try to scam the government out of money. He's 49 years old. He's a vascular surgeon. And he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of fraud, false representation, and 3 counts of possession of extreme pornographic images. Maybe he had more amputee porn out there. I don't know.
oh God.
So he's sentenced to almost 3 years in prison. He also have to pay. He filed a $630,000 insurance payout claim for the loss of the legs, but it turns out he did it himself for the sexual pleasure. he
I
claimed-
think it's gonna be really hard to be in prison without legs.
Yeah, think about that.
I think he's gonna wish he had legs in prison.
To like run like in the Shawshank situation.
That's
you
what I mean. Like if they come at you, what are you gonna do?
I mean, Andy had a hard time doing anything with legs to get away from
The sisters.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it actually is scary when someone comes in with no legs. You're like, I'm not messing with that guy.
That's true.
I mean, like, Jesus, he's
The
still.
last thing I want to do is mess with the guy with no legs.
Can you imagine?
Oh,
Do you honestly think this is a real question, like a sensitivity matter? Do you think if somebody is more, I would say vulnerable, I'd say that puts you in a vulnerable position, you're not with everybody else for the fear of them getting really hurt?
in prison, you mean?
Yeah, like in prison, do you think if you're very vulnerable, I would say that puts you in a vulnerable position? I mean, think about it. I just know as a girl, now you're think about the height you're at permanently.
Well, yeah, you're already down there, right? You're already
Hey, I mean, not good.
like 5'2". You're already right there. And you don't want to go lower. Lower can't be better, or
I don't know, Kenzie. It doesn't seem like something prison would do, but I've also never been to prison.
Yeah. I mean, those mob guys always had like the special treatment, and they were like making spaghetti and stuff. So I don't know.
Do you think they were sanctioned off because they were Italian? It was looked at as like they need to be quarantined.
I think they got paid off personally, but I'm just saying I know there's areas.
By the way, Kate's watching Goodfellas in a few weeks.
Next Friday, Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, finally, the #1 requested movie in Kate's movie review. Goodfellas will be next week.
I've heard
I
good
love
things.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, that's where she got the whole. You haven't seen that part, Case, but they cook spaghetti in
Spoiler
jail.
alert! I didn't tell him that they did that. Come on.
Well, that's where you got it. I think you kind of got that. No one knows that naturally.
there's a million mob movies.
They don't all have spaghetti in prison. They don't.
I want to hear more about this legless
Okay,
guy.
let's get back to the leg guy or the legless guy.
Thank you.
So he had a sexual fetish linked to amputation, and he paid access for images for his own gratification. There was a website that had these images, and that's why he's going to jail for those images too.
Oh no.
Yeah, he made 2 insurance claims for the £500,000, saying it was sepsis. He went to PayPal to buy about 44 pounds of dry ice pellets on April 14th, 2019, just 3 days before paramedics found him alive in the home with serious injuries to his feet and his legs. What's funny about the PayPal part about buying ice?
Just think about, like, you're in your car right now. You're going to work. You got your own stuff going on in life. The person next to you is buying dry ice so they can cut off their legs for sexual pleasure. It's weird that we're all in this world together.
Yep, somebody was next to him on the highway on the way to work one day.
Yeah, and they have no idea.
Yeah, the amputations, he cashed in the insurance claim, so that's where he got busted when he cashed them in. And he did not claim they were self-inflicted, but then they did some research and figured it out. He was profiled on some TV shows over in England. And now, here's the final sentence of the story that kind of gets me. A representative for the hospital he worked at said there's no evidence of Hopper's off-work activities had any impact on the patients he treated. So they're trying to...
But was he amputating things? So, like, was he getting, like, horny?
I think so. I think he was getting horny.
I hate when you find out that doctors are actually, like doing their kinks. Do you know what I mean?
And they might have done them on them, and they're trying to say, no, everybody, I mean, all these people that lost their legs in the hospital was just a coincidence.
That didn't turn me on.
I don't mix business and pleasure.
These 482 legs that came off people that came in with the flu had nothing to do with this doctor. Nothing at all.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
You know, for a while in the last few weeks, every morning around 6:45, we talked about Cracker Barrel. Just happened to be there. It was the number one story in the country, and there was a lot to break down with it. And now I thought we were over. The old man's coming back. Everything's fine. But there's actually a new update with the Cracker Barrel story that we'll get to at 6:45 that's going to stun you. And I'm stunned. I'm stunned with
God, did they find something out about the old man? He's going to pack up his sack again?
Well, the old man was wearing fingernail polish apparently in the sign, and they're putting him back up there with fingernail polish.
He's actually very cutting edge for his time.
That's right. Who knew? That's coming up, but let's get through the fact first and give you the answer on that. It makes your brain go boom. As despite all the efforts and millions of dollars spent to make this high, and it would be good for society if it was good, in the ranking, this came the lowest in history, actually. Kenzie guessed all the efforts toward mental health on Mental Health Days, and it's very open to talk about it now, but yet people seem to certainly have more mental health issues than ever. Depression, anxiety. It's not working. Hopefully it's working for some. We hope that. 988 is a number you can call if you ever need any help. And
right, the point is that more effort's gone into it, but I feel like it's actually gotten worse.
Yeah.
You know?
I would probably agree with that when you certainly, talk to people either online or not, just meeting people out there. And I'd love everybody to be happy. It'd be amazing. Case thinks it is
vegetable consumption,
vegetable intake, and he referred to lettuce as his favorite vegetable. Somehow he was talking to somebody, and that was a riveting conversation about what your favorite vegetable is to Case.
I like to gab.
And he said lettuce. Now, Josh checked in and said, my kids are 11 and 7. They love lettuce with dressing. The other two, 14 and 9, just like no dressing. They like the raw dog, the lettuce.
I like the 11 and the 7-year-old. They seem like good kids.
Yeah.
Other two, not so sure about.
Interesting, the age gap, because it goes 7, 9, 11, 14. But the 11 and 7 love dressing. The 14 and 9 don't like dressing.
Yeah.
And they, you think they're all raised the same. If that's it's a pretty tight age range there.
You think so?
Yeah, they tried to raise them right.
They certainly didn't.
Kids these days.
Both those answers are wrong, and it's even more disturbing. Maybe not more disturbing than mental health, but the lowest in history. United States students, including Chicagoans, of course, just scored their lowest marks in history in math and reading. These are the latest results from the Nation's report card that does a study on this. It found that 12th graders' average math and reading scores in 2024 were the lowest on record. Seniors in high school, while 8th graders' science scores dropped since the last measure. These are very disturbing results, as they said. So 12th graders scored the lowest in math on the average since 2005 when they started these kind of tests, but they scored the lowest in reading since 92 when they first started making these assessments. Eesh. So that's seniors in high school getting ready to go out to either in the world or to college. Low. Now, I'm going to ask probably a controversial question.
Oh, boy.
Do we need math anymore? Reading, I understand. Yes, we need to have reading comprehension. And I know someone, and a teacher can probably explain this better than I. I hated math. I probably had ADHD undiagnosed. They didn't do anything about it back then, so it just passed me along. But math gave me headaches. I got confused. The numbers would swirl, kind of like Jack Black or Zach Galifianakis in The Hangover, the little before his head.
But it was 2 + 2?
Yeah, that's right. Do we need math today if you're not doing a mathematics type job? Should we pass on that? Maybe teach people something else in high school?
I think we should teach people basic math. I think this is coming from a math hater. In fact, my son came home yesterday, junior high now, and he goes, I got most of my work done at school except for these 2 math problems that I couldn't figure them out. I go, I'm going to direct you to the man standing over there. Who's your father? Don't bring that over here.
Now
We're just going to both be confused.
Is
I
he
don't
good
want to do it.
Is husband good at math?
He is, at least better than me. For me, I'm like, wow, look what you can do. So I don't know if someone who's great at math would think so, but he's pretty good. Tristan's good at math. He's in like a higher level this year. I don't think he's enjoying that. I think he likes just crushing math, and now he's in a hard math, and it's like, oh. Like, yeah, welcome. Welcome to how the rest of us feel at math.
We're getting a lot of our good teachers checking in and saying the math, it's not about the math itself. It's about it teaches problem solving in your brain. It works wiring in your brain to problem solve.
It's good for your brain to think.
So it's not about like this train leaves New York at 50 miles an hour, another one leaves LA at 70 miles an hour. When will they get to Chicago? You're like, I don't give an F, which is what I said when I got that question.
No, I hate that. It's like, how many apples does Johnny have left? I'm like, that sounds like Johnny's effing problem. Why am I getting involved in his business?
I was always like, why isn't Johnny eating pizza? Why would he choose apples?
Like, what a dumbass. Somebody looks down.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even see the apples. He can see the apples.
Who the frick wants an apple? Let alone 17 apples.
Why are you giving all your apples away? You just bought them.
God, get a pizza for God's sakes.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.